Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Mystical Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this reading. I'm fully not ready for it, but I've been having so many distractions and delays that have been stopping me from the downloads that I've been receiving and the messages that I don't want anything else to delay me from getting this message out. Know that it is a timeless reading, right? But I'm going to be talking about timing, right? And about messages and synchronicities. And when you're very much in tune to looking for universal synchronicities and messages and universal numbers, also known as angel numbers, you know, they're very, very beneficial. And a lot of times people will synchronize them or realize the patterns within them. But something that I've been realizing is very much that God is really rising the chosen at this time because of what's to come here. And it's surrounding the reading that I just posted this morning, that it was like everything was trying to block me and delay me from uploading that. And now I see that my audio and my video is not matching up on my video. But like I said, I'm not going to stop this reading. I'm going to just go with it. So it'll probably catch back up. But just all of this stuff, like I finally got that reading uploaded this morning. And it was for the chosen ones, right? So I think I labeled it channeled messages. But anyway, so as chosen ones, we're very much coming together, right? Helping each other, giving each other intuitive guidance. To just coming together and helping rise each other up. So a lot of us are connecting on levels, working together, and a lot of us know that already, but really it's like there's so much darkness that is going on right now and interworkings with the devil agents that we really kind of have to go under the radar. And a lot of us have already known that and do that. And it's very beautiful how we give messages and guidance to one another. But I just really wanted to explain that it's just like really Source, Divine, Spirit, God, they're aware of everything that's going on. And we're very much working under the radar, but we are getting the messages out. And that there is heavy, heavy spell work. There's just a lot of stuff that is going on that is just, oh my goodness, see, I'm just gonna go with that. Even like to using people against you. It's like I told my children, you know, like I'm just getting ready to do a reading and stuff, and it's like the moment that I do that, all of a sudden all these distractions and needing everything, trying to block me, trying to just all sorts of stuff, you know, just everything, just trying to do whatever to try to mess with me. I felt like now the lighting. Let me try to get it closer. So but anyways, it's like a lot of these things are just really taking our energy and are really delaying us, trying to stop us from serving our divine paths, our missions. This is going to bother me. And, you know, a lot of you, Maddie, you need to slide over. Other side of the chair. Move over. You got down. You got in my reading. Stay over here by the bed. This side. Lean this way. Nope, this way. Over here. Okay. Sorry, I don't like to have my little one in the camera, but I need the lighting. So, all right, so back to what I was saying, like you really can't just wait for the right moment, whatever you feel you need to be pursuing stuff. You really just need to go with it, because there's going to be so many things that are trying to block you and take you off path, of course, at this time. And in this reading, I have a couple more channel messages that I wanted to get out about the synchronicities, but I wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be talking about the twin flames in this reading, about the downloads, the guidance, the answers, the messages that I've been receiving. And this one, it's going to be said with like a heavy heart. This is not going to be that a lot of the divines, the twins, are wanting to hear at this time. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you guys that what I thought was interesting was like last night, like I was sitting there and all of a sudden just like my evil eye broke off, right? My amulet. And it's interesting as I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to have this on right now. Like I've got my big evil eye amulet that I keep on my desk and everything. I used to always keep one in my car too. It could be a message for some of you. Maybe you feel better, whatever, more comfortable having it in your car. things like that. Protects everybody around you and things like that. But what's very interesting is that I always knew, I knew that the chosen are very much protected. You have divine protection. It's just like anytime I do any spiritual work, it's like I know I feel more protected when I say my invocations and I ask for divine protection and guidance, especially when pulling on the energies. But I know that I'm always divinely protected, as the chosen are. And it's like when people cross us and they come against us, they're getting instant karma, right? And what people don't realize is that spell work is simply intentions. You could be thinking evil thoughts about somebody, you're still putting that intent out there. So it's still like doing spell work type of stuff. So even having bad intentions towards others, things like that, it's instant karma. It comes right back around, multiplied. You don't come against God's chosen. We're here serving out his divine mission. It's like going against God, right? So you don't do it, okay? So anyway, these people aren't realizing it. Some of them are. So for some of you, you are going to be having some people that are coming in that are going to be wanting forgiveness, that are going to be apologizing. And for some of you, you're going to get to apologize. For others of you, it's like that's why they're coming back around too, for them to see the glow up, the rise that is about to happen. Because God will rise his chosen in front of the enemies, right? For them to get to see firsthand. But there's also this, is that for some of you, your close family, friends, even your twins have been getting controlled by the devil, right? There are karmic twin flame journeys, and those are the most difficult and the most challenging ones, and they don't often talk about them, but they very much are. And a lot of them is the ones that say that, oh, your twin will never cross you, your twin will never do those things. They damn sure can. There are some twins that have actually taken out from this earthly realm their twin because of the sinister energy that embodies them. And how that can happen is because these twin flame journeys can be so challenging, and they can go through such a detrimental and such painful childhood. The pain can start so early on that they have these devastating childhoods that they can't recover from them, and they go down paths, the very destructive paths. It's like some of these twin flames were in situations where they were sexually abused, where they were trafficked, okay? And when those children are trafficked at a young age, and all of those demons are put in them through the transfer of the demon, Okay, I don't want to get into too much of the dark energy, but what I'm getting at is, you see what I'm saying? Some of them can get filled with such dark demons that they cannot get those demons out, and they go down the path of drugs and alcohol, which lower the vibration, and they get stuck in these lower vibrational energies where it's like the devil is puppeteering them. So for some of them, it's then that connection is so strong, you will always pull towards your twin. So pulling towards your twin, allow your twin to come into contact. And it's like in some of them, they see you elevating and rising up, and it's like they want to destroy you, but they also it's like they're wearing a false mask. And it's like, so for some of you, it's like you've been battling your twin, and in secret they've been trying to destroy you and working for the devil, right? And you might not be aware of it, because what's so interesting, what's so hard, and when I finally got the downloads and the realizations, is I've gone back and forth with this. You can literally look at my twin flame readings, and a year ago I was talking about a corrupted twin flame because I didn't get it, how some twins, it's like they could be high vibrational and then low vibrational, and then I'm like, okay, it's when the demons take over, so it's got to be when drugs and alcohol lower the vibration. But how can a masculine be in this energy and then flip back to being sinister and dark? Like, I couldn't get it. I couldn't understand it, right? And I'm like, well, it's got to be all the spell work and everything, thinking a lot about people that have been projecting stuff. And I want to go back to real quick what I was saying about this is that, so the evil eye, like, it broke, whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I need to wear that at this time. So, like, I was so happy this morning I found a little tiny piece to it. I could hook it back together, and then it came off again in the shower, and I'm so frustrated. Well, anyway, what's interesting is right after my shower, I got into beautiful reading where it was interesting how it's beautiful. One of my soul family members, if you, part of my soul tribe, if you come across this reading, you know this is for you. I don't like to call everybody out by name because I know that, we're not going to do that for our protection. But it was so beautiful how in her reading she was talking about how God's chosen are protected. She called out the evil eye pen, or I don't know if she called it pen, but she's talking about the evil eye is that you don't have to physically have it on you. Like, you are protected by God. So it's one of those things, like, it was one of those things, like, I knew it, but it was like the reassurance of hearing it. I was like, she's right. I know that I'm protected whether or not I'm wearing the amulet, things like that. So made me feel a little bit better. But then it was definitely, she was confirming a lot of what I was feeling and sensing, because I know that in this journey I've gone back and forth, like, well, I don't want to abandon my twin. And I've literally went to God, Divine Source, like, I know that I've got a choice between a new lover, a past lover, or my twin. Which way do I want to go? And I know that I've been like, well, it's like, I know you don't always have to be with your twin, especially for the ones that have karmic and corrupt twin flames. And I've been talking about that is because I've been saying for some of these corrupt twin flames, they could be corrupted due to not being able to overcome these traumas, right? And having PTSD and then developing psychological mental disorders, right? Some of them can do that. Then others of them, it can be from getting your DNA altered, and I don't want to get into too much into that, but for those of us, what that could be done by in today's times, right? So the all right, I don't want to get to it. So anyway, so I was like, could that be what's causing them to constantly get into the sinister energy? Because it does block spiritual evolution and awakening and ascending. I mean, if you're catching this and you have made some sort of measures to protect yourself in today's day, don't freak out, because we are working on something Divine Source Universe knew about this, and the DNA activations that are going on and the integrations of the energy codes that are coming in to elevate DNA, like there is going to be a way to save that and fix that. But at this time, while we work on it, the chosen are rising to positions of power. We're uniting, we're coming together to overcome this, right? But we need to get the level of love higher before the integration is going to happen with the elevated DNA and the energetic codes that are going to be getting activated. It's like everybody's getting them, but they're not going to be activated in a way and ascending until the level comes up collectively. It's like the energy frequency of Earth needs to elevate more for this to happen. And that's why the chosen are being strategically organized. And we are doing the hard work of breaking the barrier to make it where everybody can ascend and can come up from this. But anyway, I don't want to get too far into that. So if this isn't making sense to you, then it's not your reading. You're not there yet, but you still might want to listen to it. But if it's making sense, you'll know this, right? Because there are so many of God's chosen, okay? But like I said, a lot of you just could be compromised by getting this sinister energy. It's just like if you're connecting with people, having relationships and things like that, and the sinister energy is getting in them, and you are sleeping with them, then you're doing demon transfers back and forth, which could be blocking your intuition, blocking your connection to God, all sorts of things. Not to mention, it's in our food, it's in our air, it's in our skies, all of that. There's constantly going to be things. So you have to do as much as you can to try to purify your body, eating cleaner foods, healthier foods, limiting your exposure to electronics, things like that. There's so many different things depending on how much stuff you are putting in your body, how much stuff you're surrounding yourself by. How are you keeping your elevation? Are you giving your power away? Are you letting people constantly pull you down where you're not being high enough to receive these downloads, these messages, the guidance, right? So anyways, the thing is what's holding you back? Be aware of what you feel. If you feel people pulling on your energy, stopping you from being happy, stopping you from shining bright, be aware of what those things are. So I guess what this message is I wanted to talk about is I was going to download Do the Twinflame, you know, because I know I always said I was going to post my story, and I'm going to go through 1444 on the clock as I say that beautiful. Let's, you know, angels are with you and guiding you, is that I'm going to pull my messages that are specifically for my twin flame journey, and I will label them all that way. So that way, if you do search in my channel, twin flame, they'll all come up, right? And then you can track my journey or whatever. But it's also like, okay, some of my stuff I'm told to not disclose at this time. Okay. So, but it's like, there can very much be, you know, there's a lot of us that are very, very powerful, right? We're able to almost get demons and demonic energies and entities out of people. So there's a lot of us that you may knowingly or unknowingly have went to God, Divine Source, and said, hey, let me save them, let me try to heal them, because a lot of us are healers, and I get there's a lot of you that have been working very, very hard for to try to awaken and enlighten. But like I said, there's so many other factors, and divine masculines are making, a lot of them are making huge steps in elevation and coming up with their healing, with letting go of the traumas in the past and the things. But there's so much other stuff, you know. It's like if you're with somebody that's constantly trying to change and bettering themselves and being aware of their energy and the things that are triggering them and upset, and they're making those changes, that's very, very beautiful. You're definitely helping, but you need to know that this is such a powerful time. It's like you're going to be left behind. You're going to be part of the chosen that are not rising at this time, if you're going to let your twin keep pulling you back. So for a lot of you, it's like initiations are happening, okay? Higher levels, a lot of the things that are coming in are with the energetic codings, the portals, the gateways, right? This is a huge closing out of the lunar year and cycle as we end Pisces season here. And it's kind of like a lot of these doors are closing now, and you have to decide if you're going to step through these new thresholds, these doorways. It's like when they open, it's time for you to go through them. And if you don't, they're going to close. You're going to miss them. If you can't distance yourself, if you can't, and for a lot of you, it's not like this opportunity is going to get presented to you in front of you, like where somebody's offering you something, like in the 3D. These are literally like 5D, like within the mind. It's like if you're feeling as though you need to make a decision, that's divine source coming at you. You need to make a decision. What are you doing? Are you staying? Are you going? What do you want? When you're feeling as though I need to decide whether or not I'm in, I'm out, I'm going to do this, that, those intuitive feelings that you get, those are like your doorways. Those are like your moments. For some of you, it's like it may take time to separate in the physical, but by you telling Divine Source what you want, now we can, you know, bring in reinforcements. They can open you up to new ways, opportunities. Okay, a lot of it's just deciding, because remember, everything is like created in the 5D brought to the 3D. It's like for a lot of you, like you have to decide, and you tell Divine Source, God, what you want within your mind, and it's like it plays out there, and then it comes to 3D here, and it's your way of kind of like getting permission. It's like any of the things that I've wanted to do and desire, I go to God with them, and then we co-create them. And that is what's so beautiful, is it's like you get approval on them. And it's so much more exciting when then you start to see it materialize, because then it's like, yay, I got the approval, I get to have this. And what's so beautiful is I've been getting a lot of messages through the other chosen that have been talking about my visions, my dreams, my plans. And I've been getting the confirmation through others. And to me, those are the beautiful souls that I'm going to be working with, that are going to be a part of it. So this is a very, very beautiful, like such an exciting time. And it's things like this. Those are the moments that give you the power and the encouragement to keep pushing forward. And you know that you are chosen, that you are not here to just live a normal life. You are not here, right? So it allows you to realize that, yes, you may be going through loss and letting go and separation. And for some of you, it's like you have to let go of family members, close friends, relationships, lovers. And for some of you, you're twins, because they're simply not ready. And if they're not ready, you can't ascend. You don't get to be a part of this. And there's going to be others that are going to get to go, and you're going to have to wait. So if you're feeling as though you need to make major changes and decisions to your life at this time, it's because you are, right? Now, this is a timeless reading, but whenever you find it, chances are you're at those moments right now where you're needing to make those decisions for you, where you're going, what you're doing. And that's why I felt to explain a little bit of what's going on with my situation, explain it to you. It's like for a lot of you, you could be completely getting realigned, relocated. You have to be ready to let go of everything in the material and the physical and the 3D. It's like for some of you, you're going through these major losses because you're going through a major leveling up. It's like for a lot of you, the ones that go through the most amount of struggle and the most amount of transitions at this time is because your positions are very, very big. It's like the leaders right now are being risen. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that. Are rising, and we're raising a lot of the chosen and connecting a lot of them together. And just because you're not maybe able to make a movement at this time, or maybe you feel as though you already missed your doorway that opened up, your option, your opportunity. Don't think just because that you missed that your chance isn't there yet, because like I said, it's just a lot of the leaders right now, and how you get to that leadership position. It's not, to me, even like the leaders were just chosen and were reincarnated here and then rose and then got to their leadership positions. I really think the ones that got in their leadership positions, like, they earned it. They earned it for not giving up at this time. They're the ones that are pushing through right now, that are making those decisions, that are shining out. They're the ones that are like, all right, I'll let go of everything to definitely redo my life. I will fully let go of everybody. They're the ones that are the strongest right now. It's basically the ones that are able to give it their all right now. Right? Because that's often what takes a leader, having that strength and that courage, right? And having control of your emotions and your feelings, not letting others bring you down, stop you, block you. But for some of you, you didn't even realize who was blocking you. For some of you, unfortunately, it's like before you were even born, you were anointed, right? Or you're anointed, right? You know what I mean? It's like you were chosen before you were born, right? So you got anointed by God. It's like you got a mark of protection by God. And it's like, you don't think the demon knows that? You don't think the devil knows that? Devil knows exactly who all the chosen are. He very much knows where they are. That's why he has put people in places ever since you were a child, to block you, to stop you. That's why he's been able to turn your family against you. That's why often the chosen are the black sheep, which have problems connecting with their families, because you're different. We're of this light. It's like the light within us irritates the demons that are in everybody around us. So, it's hard to have those connections. It's like for a lot of you, you could literally probably see the demons in these people now. You're able to see things. It's like the veil's been lifted for a lot of you. We've had major advancements through our psychic gifts. 2303 isn't saying that. So you're seeing things crystal clear like glass. You're like seeing through people like glass. And this is helpful with this Pisces energy, as having that very, very strong intuition. And Pisces rules the higher chakras, right? The throat, the third eye, the crown. So for a lot of you, you're going through major activations within your throat, your third eye, your crown. You could be noticing tingling sensations and feelings. You could be having more vivid dreams at this time. Fish is very significant too. Somebody was calling that out, as I had a dream with a huge fish last night. It was so strange too. Never dismiss how some of them are that may come out, but you need to look into them. And it was out of water, and I was like, I need to put this fish back in water. And then when I did, all of a sudden all of these bubbles were coming off of this fish, and I was like, I probably had that dream because my daughter's been playing with bubbles. I got her little Polly Pocket thing with bubbles, and I was thinking about how I needed to buy her bubbles, but no, I was starting to investigate that dream and look into it, and it made perfect sense to me at this time. So whatever your dreams may be, for a lot of you, like, it's really important to write them down too. You forget a lot of your dreams, but there's just so many dreams that are coming through. And I don't know why I felt to call out my dream that, because somebody else called their dream in. I know a lot of us, we don't like to call out our dreams and stuff too, but anyways, dreams are very, very significant. at this time. Pay attention to them. Okay. So, and protect yourself. I've been saying, like, say your prayers. And then another reader called that out too. Another one of my soul family members was like, yes, because I was just saying in a reading a couple hours earlier and I don't often say that. And I know it's been a while, but yeah, there's a lot of sleep paralysis that's going on at this time. You could be getting woken up multiple times throughout the night. It's just like the spiritual warfare is really intense at this time. And a lot of it's because of all this beautiful energy that's coming through the portals and the gateways at this time, that the enemy is rising, and definitely a lot of attacks going on the chosen. So what I want to tell you guys too, for a lot of you, is situations may be out of your control too. There may be just a lot of divine interventions that are happening that you're unaware of, where people and certain things are literally being pulled from you. Because for a lot of you, unfortunately, karma is being executed, is what I've been hearing. A lot of the people that have wished ill upon you, I'm going back to the beginning of the reading where I was talking about the intent, where some of you, it's like family members and things like that, have been projecting evil eye at you and spell work and things like that. For some of you, you've actually had family members and friends, loved ones wishing your death upon you, or illnesses, things like that. A lot of those are now getting initiated onto them. A lot of them, it's like, the balancing needs to happen. When projections are put out there, they come back. So for a lot of you, it's like you're being protected and kind of removed from some of the karma that's coming down upon these people. And unfortunately, I know it's hard, because it could be loved ones and things like that are having these things happen. But you need to realize that a lot of them were just wearing false masks, things like that. And if they had sinister energy within them, a lot of them, their projections are going back to them. So there's definitely a big shift that's happening. There's a lot of karma. And I've been talking about that too, being in the year of the 7. It's like it has to happen. It's kind of what's catapulting the chosen too. And all of the people that deserve to have this beautiful karma coming in, is that the ones that have been projecting it all, and the ones that have been in this evil, sinister energy, are now having to get theirs. And by their getting their energy, it's what's kind of catapulting the rest of us up. It's what has to happen. So unfortunately, it's like, for some of you, like, you may want to save these individuals from the karma and things like that, but you can't. You can project, you can send healing and all of that, but for some of it's like the karma has to be played out. So you need to know that is, for some of you, like, you're getting removed from it, or if you're feeling called to walk away and things like that, that's why. Because some of this karma is coming down. So for some of you, like I said, it could be very challenging. You may notice too when things are constantly going wrong for these individuals. It's like, and I get it, it's hard, because like I said, for some of you, I kept thinking it's the attacks, it's the people that are doing all of this attacks on the twin flames. But you need to know that we're protected, like I was saying, right? So you need to know that if you have all of this stuff coming at your twin flame connection, it's not going to touch you, it's not going to affect you. That's where I had it wrong. I used to think that all this stuff coming at me and my twin, because of all the projections, so causing all of these things, but in fact it was my twin embodying all the sinister energy and bringing it to our connection. It wasn't the attacks, because you're protected. So for a lot of you, like, you're realizing that, okay, that the twins are protected, whether or not you're wearing an amulet, you're sending things back to sender, all of that. So for some of you, see what I mean? How the devil, knew how to dispatch these agents, right? So it's like, for some of you, it's like, could have been your own twin projecting things upon you. You might not have seen it as that. Signs, warnings could be constantly if you felt as though your twin was sabotaging you, in competition with you. You do something, they have to do something to level up before you. You might be more aware of it now. 2909 is I'm saying that. You might be able to look back at things now and see things a little bit differently. But for some of you, it's like you're going to be healing your twin by walking away, by going down your own path, by, you know, I mean, for some, there's, like I said, there are some corrupted, some, you know, but that's why you need to know that the chosen are coming together, twin 933, and just get, you know, it's not about the label, just the twin. You know that you're going to level up and be serving out your mission, your path, and having so much love and light around you. It's going to be more fulfilling for you than being in just a love connection with a twin, right? That's why the ones that are often advanced the most, I feel, are the ones that walk away and break away from these that are in any type of dark energy. And it doesn't mean just because for some of you it's not ready yet. For some of them, there could be the advancement that happens, and, you know, union can happen later on if they awaken in all of this. These are for, the messages are going out for the ones at this time that are getting the realization of that. So, all right, guys, this was a lot of channel messages that came through. I'm trying to keep my readings around 30 minutes so I can upload them. So I'm going to leave this one just with channeled messages. What's interesting is I pulled the Love Oracle cards by Island Time Wellness, which I haven't used in a very long time. So I'm going to be pulling these, and then I pulled the Twinflame Tarot deck. So we'll take a look into the Twinflame situation. Look, my camera's just trying to get. So I'll do some other readings where if you want to take a look at them, see. Look, it's trying to mess it up. Now my audio and video is messed up again. 3100, 3103. So that way you can get some more guidance. So definitely if you're guided to my channel, subscribe, right? It's free to do so. And a lot of us chosen are being connected with each other. And that's what my platform is for. The chosen, Lightworkers, Earth Angels, the 144. So definitely, guys, you're guided to my channel. You are one of us. So definitely subscribe. Feel free to comment, like the videos, any of that. As you know, we all help each other here. You want to help with energies, the attractions of give and take. I've got a donation link down below. And yeah, so let me pull like just 3 cards real quick. And then if you want some other messages with the cards, we'll get into another reading, right? So paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other is very beautiful. So that's where we're headed, to paradise. Look, there's going to be clarity. We've got the sword and the rose here. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, faith, honor, protection, power. And I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, and want to date. So for a lot of you, too, as you level up, too, you're definitely bringing in new connections. Like I felt to say, like, even though you may have to let go of your twin, your counterpart, you don't think you got other divines coming in? Wouldn't it be beautiful to have somebody that's on the same vibrational match as you, to be in alignment with, you know, you spiritually and things like that? You don't think that that could probably be more fulfilling than the current relationship where somebody is sending all the sinister energy to you, constantly bringing you down? Wouldn't it be better to be with somebody that's helping you embrace your life mission and path and all of that? So that's for somebody out there. But yeah, there's heartbroken, but they're somebody's heartbroken because they're finding out, in fact, somebody was very much wearing a false mask, gaslighting, playing games. Like, you'll know if there's this energy if somebody's gaslighting you, playing games with you, love bombing you, telling you all of these things that you want to hear, not taking action, lying, all of that. That's all sinister devil energy, and it's just holding you back. Wow, yeah. See, there's heartbroken, and they're showing me engagement ring, partnership, commitments, and union. See, for some of you, like, you could be engaged, you could be married, you could have thought that you were going to get married, right? For some of you, maybe this is in the future, too. You know, that's what I mean. But, yeah, oh, look. Engagement ring is right next to karmic relationship. Wow. All right, guys, I'm leaving the reading here. Love and light to all of you. Bye.